Hello, 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 y'all. I've got a couple of settings I gotta fix real quick, and then we are good to go. We have Miss Babs with us today.
Hi, y'all.
Hey, Cozy DH. Hey, Starshine, Magpie, Ica. Hello, hello, everyone. How is it going? I gotta fix the pattern keeper thing right quick. For some reason, it never wants to work properly. And decided it wants to show you guys my computer dock. Which, you know, is a thing. Hey, Pink Butterfly! Hey, Starshine! Starshine, yeah, sorry, I run the ads in the beginning, so it keeps the, it keeps the stream going and without the starting ads. So if you know that I'm probably always going to start like 8 minutes. Why can't this find what I want it to? I'm having some technical difficulty right quick. Sorry, y'all. For some reason, my computer is not finding the pattern keeper window. Part of it has found it, but the other part has not. The part that says how many stitches I've done can find it, but not the one that actually wants to show the full pattern keeper. What the heck? Why is it doing that? Now... Okay, so Stream Deck is frozen on me. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe it unfroze. Nope. Cool. Streamlabs just froze on me. That's fun. It's still showing I'm live. There we go. Sorry, y'all, for the technical difficulties. What the hell? Do you see an S9 window anywhere, Babs?
Just like letter S9?
Yeah.
I didn't see anything that said that.
See, this one's got Scrippy S9.
Oh, that was a different one. I was
But...
like, there it is!
Ray, I feel like streams always break as soon as you go live. Scrippy S9, come on. Should be at the very bottom. I don't know why it's not doing what it's supposed to. I can see it on my computer, but Stream Deck can't find it. Let's try doing this. And now see, there it is. Okay, so apparently I have to change it every time. That's frustrating.
Click back.
Okay, so let's talk about what we are doing to start today before we get in the live. We've got 1 stitch of 13 going. And then we have a little bit of 453 to get done. 1 of 522, and then a good chunk of black to get in there. So we've got a lot going on today. Hopefully we can get lots of stitches in. I have appropriately taped my thumb, so hopefully there's no ouchies this time. We hope for no ouchies. How is everyone doing today? Babs, how are you doing today?
You know, I'm off to a pretty good start on a normal day here. Woke up at a reasonable time and took care of some things, watched them take out the trash, fertilized the plants and watered. And then I remembered I was supposed to be doing something today and that it was being here.
See, glad you remembered that you were supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Hey Maha, how's it going? Hydration, yes, I have eaten. Oh, I did not start the timer. Good call, Aika. Start the timer. I have hydration and everything is charged. I did remember to charge everything today. And actually, with this tape that I'm wearing, it's not the tape that Katie recommended, because that has not arrived yet. But with this other tape I'm wearing on my thumb, I think it's actually going to work decently. Yes, Babs brought nachos, so I am well fed and will not be a grumpy brat.
Yay.
Because grumpy is bad. No one wants a hangry life. And if you think you want a hangry life, I'm telling you now that you are wrong. Hey, Psychic Macaroni, how's it going? Okay, next we're pulling out 453. Welcome all, my name is Flea. I am cross-stitching the Sistine Chapel ceiling. My goal is to live, laugh, and craft with compassion. I'm willing to discuss anything and everything. The only rule I have here is no hate. So if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Today we are joined by my dear friend Babs, who is a wonderful IRL friend. And she is hanging out. So if you have any questions for Babs, feel free to ask in chat as well. For those of you watching on TikTok, just a heads up that my primary stream has now moved to Twitch. So if you want to join the rest of the chat, you can join us on Twitch. Jacqueline, thank you for the gifts. I deeply appreciate it. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, good. I'm glad you're more awake today. Maha, everyone is happy with a well-fed flea. A well-fed flea is a happy flea and is more inclined to stitch for longer. Oh no, your cat's messed up your bobbins. That is a giant bummer. It is one of the reasons I'm kind of glad I don't have a cat anymore. My cat I did have was not a jumper. But I feel like if I got a new kitten, the first thing I'd want to do is be like, what's this cool thing that spins? Let's jump on it. And then there goes my whole project.
A cat would go insane in here. There's way too many things to be knocked over and messed with and chewed on and knocked over and...
Yep. Oh. Yeah, a cat in the nerd nook would be bad, and this is where the cat would have to live.
That wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, Molly was mellow and just was like, I'll just walk around on the floor. It's okay.
Yeah, Molly was a super chill cat. She had, like, no jump in her whatsoever. She liked the ground. So I redid my inventory today, because when we did inventory last time, you know which ones I forgot to inventory? The actual Sistine Chapel boxes.
AKA the ones that matter.
Well, no, because I was trying to see how many more colors I needed to buy. So I figured I had one of every color in here. I mean, yeah, cats do keep the depression away. What? I just did that completely wrong. I'm paying attention to my stitching. Yeah, cats do pay their rent in keeping the depression away. I do have a Tilly Bear, so my Tilly Bear helps with that. I would love to have a cat again, but, you know, there's that whole my wife is allergic thing. She put up with Molly because I had Molly before we met, but after Molly passed, we're a cat-free house now. Which is kind of a bummer. Tilly has finally adjusted from her weekend, so that's lovely. Oh, Maha, your dog's all scaredy dog. That's no good. Wow, I am on one today. For some reason, my frogging always happens at the beginning. Yeah, but hypoallergenic cats are ugly. Like the Sphinx cats. No offense to anyone who loves those cats or has one, but I do not think they are a cute and adorable cat. Yeah, I just keep putting, you know, the wrong stitches in the wrong places because I'm busy talking and not paying attention to my actual stitching. Whereas hypoallergenic dogs, like my dog Tilly, are cute and adorable and awesome. Oh, I thought Sphinx were hypoallergenic. Are there any true hypoallergenic cats out there? I feel lied to. Yeah, having cats for mice is important if you live out in the boonies. I don't know. Y'all have to do some research because I'm stitching. I can't do the research. Maine Coon are hyperallergenic, but aren't Maine Coon cats huge?
Yes, they're gigantic.
Like, I thought those cats were ginormous.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna go get this one stitch all the way over here. Yeah, I don't think my wife would like me getting a cat that's bigger than our dog.
And they might just be.
And it's not that hard to be bigger than Tilly. Tilly's not even a full 10 pounds. Ah! It keeps dropping my needle with this hand. I'm so not used to stitching with this hand. Oh god, 25 to 40 pounds for a cat is huge.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Hello, HezBabe19. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. You like what I use my image for now, Babs?
I didn't realize that's what it was doing until it did it.
Oh, and you can't hear the sound, so you didn't hear my super annoying hi.
Nope, I did not. Lucky me.
I need to come up with a sound for hydration break, and I don't know if it's dirty or not, but my brain's kind of like sploosh for hydration break. But I feel like that.
Someone's going to take that wrong.
Yeah, someone's going to take that wrong. Slurp. Slurp might be good. Slurp is fun.
Gurgle, 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 gurgle.
Yay, Jacqueline, welcome in. Thank you so much for moving over from TikTok. I do appreciate it. It is a better community over here, I do promise. Although now I can see TikTok chat. Previously, I could not see TikTok chat. That was a fun time. Yeah, see, I already have a cat and a dog body with Tilly. Blub, blub, blub. Blub, blub, blub might not be bad. Maybe I'll do blub, blub, blub. My old roommate had a Persian short hair, I think. And I think that cat got up to like 20, 30 pounds. Oh, how big do you think Patsy was, Babs?
High teens. High teens for sure. Patsy was a lot of cat.
Oh, Ice Cold, you're super allergic. We were just discussing that. Apparently, Maine Coon cats are hypoallergenic.
That just doesn't make sense to me, but...
Doesn't make sense to me either,
but I have no evidence for that.
Right, I'm gonna roll with it. The bubble noise is nice and behind. I think I'm gonna go with the bubble noise. And then we gotta come up with the one for people that subscribe. I kind of want to go with, oh my god, thanks. But Annette thinks people might think that I am making fun of them, and I don't want to do that. Add bee pollen and eggs to their diet, and any cat becomes less allergenic. Really, Aika? That is fascinating. I did not know that. Okay, 310. Oh, look how low the 310 is running. Good thing I have a whole bunch. Yeah, I might play a little royalty-free ditty. I was kind of having fun making my own voice memos, but that might be a little egotistical of me. One of my favorite ringtones is that I have on my phone, because I'm one of those people who set text tones for all of my friends, even though I keep my phone on vibrate all the time. Is one of my friends left me a voicemail, and she was super drunk, and she was like, "Get out of here!" And that is now her text tone on my phone, and has been for years. It is hilarious and terrifying when it goes off.
Okay, everyone get ready to hear Felicia's squeal in fear.
Mm.
Yeah.
Those are
So
not
apparently
cute.
there's quite a few hypergelic cats, and some of them are really surprising me. I mean, Russian blue, that made sense. And someone had asked about Cornish Rex. Yes, those are hypoallergenic. But I was surprised to see Siberian cats and something else. Where was the other one that was really yeah. Oh, and Bengals apparently are hypoallergenic.
Okay, so we got a big chunk of 310 here that we are going to go ahead and crank out, and I'm pretty much just going to work my way down the bottom until I run out of floss, which is definitely, I'm going to run out of floss before I run out of black stitches. So once we run out of floss, then we will switch to another color. Seriously? Magpie, that's pretty funny. Yeah, I love coming up with voice tones for people because I'm a weirdo like that. Brittany Hamilton, the app I'm using is called Pattern Keeper. It is made for Android devices. It is super awesome for keeping track of your patterns and making it much easier to use. I think my actual ringtone is Renegade, inspired by Supernatural, because I'm not a huge Supernatural stan at all. Although apparently I'm not a stan enough to do the huge Supernatural tapestry that one of my fans is doing, or friends is doing on the Discord. Supernatural might be my next binge while the wifey is away, because she doesn't like scary things. And I really only watch TV kind of when she's home. Because if she's not home, I try to be live with y'all. Except for like the 1 hour lunch break I give myself. Currently, I go to work from 8 to noon, take like an hour and a half lunch after my commute home, and then come on live here, hopefully from 2 until 6. After my thumb heals, for sure it'll be 2 to 6. And then hang out with y'all until my wife gets home. I'm gonna update my schedule on Twitch here pretty soon. actually reflect that once I can make that schedule stick. You're right. I do think Supernatural is less scary and more funny from season 4 on. Babs, have you watched Supernatural?
No, I have not. I've seen 1 or 2 episodes maybe, and it didn't really catch my attention.
Well, it's really 2 different shows.
Okay.
Seasons 1 through 5 is one showrunner, and then season 6 onward is a different showrunner. And it's very obvious to tell that it's a different showrunner. And like the plot points get a lot different. They start getting into like very different things. And so like seasons 1 through 5 is more like Buffy with boys. And season 6 on is more like just the adventures of these 2 brothers that get into crazy wild shenanigans and fight monsters. Like seasons 1 through 5 have a much more dark, serious tone. Although there are some great episodes in seasons 1 through 5 that I love. One of my favorites is one where one of the brothers keeps dying, and it's like a Groundhog Day type situation.
It's always annoying dying over and over.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that he's dying. Only his brother is reliving the day. And,
okay.
And he watches him die like 100+ times. It's hilarious.
Okay, so the brother is the one having the Groundhog Day.
Uh-huh.
The other brother, it just happens to be that part of his day is getting killed over and over.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's less annoying for the person dying.
Right? Oh, it's a great episode. And it introduces one of my favorite characters. Then there's a Paris Hilton episode that is fantastic.
Oh, jeez. Paris.
There's another one of my favorites is they make fun of themselves a lot and they make fun of their fandom a lot. And,
that's always a good move.
There's one where they go to their own convention because someone has written books about their lives that have been published. Yeah, the Mystery Spot's a great episode. And so they end up going to their own fan convention where people are dressed up as them.
Do the fans know that they are real people, or
no? The fans have no idea that they're real people.
Okay. They just probably think they're fictional characters.
Right, and so they think they're cosplayers too. And then the actual place where the convention is haunted, so there's actually a case there to solve. So they end up solving the case with these other 2 dudes that are dressed up as Dean and Sam that turn out to be a gay couple.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's quite hilarious. I don't remember the introduction of Death. Although I do love I like the actor that plays the first Death, and then I like Billy too, but I'm less familiar with Billy. Oh yeah, the French Mistake is also, so there's also an episode where the brothers fall into our reality and are in the bodies of their actors.
Oh no.
Yeah. That's a good episode. There's a lot of very funny episodes. There's an episode where a high school is putting on a musical based on the books that are based on them.
So they had a lot of fun just doing silliness.
Oh yeah. No, there's a lot of fun just doing straight up silliness. There's a great episode where Dean mind melds with a dog.
Okay, well that's going to be weird.
Yeah. Well, and then the longer he's mind melded, the more dog-like he becomes. So there's a great scene where they're riding in the car and he sticks his head out of the window like a dog. Oh yes, and then there's also the subtext slash full text of Dean and Castiel being a couple. Yes, so Misha Collins, who plays Castiel, said at a convention panel recently that if the CW wasn't too chicken, him and Dean would have been balls deep. Like, direct quote.
Here we go.
But they were too homophobic to actually do it.
That's lame.
Misha's hilarious. Castiel is also hilarious. They were all really good to their fans. Has anyone watched the new show? Is the new show even still on? Did it get canceled yet? Oh yes, there's also Crowley. See, I am not as partial to Crowley, but I am very partial to Crowley's mother. Because my taste in women, besides my wife, is terrible. Babs can attest to this.
Yes, because I share this defect.
Yeah, wifey. I definitely dated wifey against my type, knowing she was not my type, and it worked out well for me.
Yeah, I mean, how did this start? Were you just gonna prove something to someone or something? It was like, I'll just date this person who's nothing like I've ever dated.
COVID.
It was COVID.
We bonded on chat over COVID.
That makes sense. See,
and I did actually have the thought that this person is distinctly unlike anyone I've ever dated. She's the least femme of anyone I have seriously dated. I dated a lot of high femmes before.
That's accurate. Yeah, that's true.
And they definitely put the definition of high maintenance into high femme.
Yes.
Oh, good. I'm glad they canceled the Winchesters after one season. That seemed like it was going to be such a bad show. Ooh, do we have enough flaw? I think we do have enough floss to finish off everything in this square, which will be perfect, because that is what I needed to do to move on.
Was it going to be like a reboot, or were they doing we'll do a prequel thing?
Well, so it was kind of a prequel, but in order to make the prequel work, they had to retcon a bunch of shit. Yeah, so basically both of the parents died, and both of the parents were monster hunters, but neither parent knew that the other parent was a monster hunter.
Okay, that's just dumb.
Well, so like what happened is the mom was a monster hunter and was raised by hunters, and then made a deal with a demon to save John's life, and in making the deal with the demon to save John's life, he came for her life like 10 years later and then killed her in a demonic way. And that kicks off the whole show, essentially, because the demon bleeds into the brother's mouth and gives him superpowers when he's an infant, and then kills the mom, and then the dad becomes a hunter out of revenge, which is exactly what Mary wanted to stop. So, like, for most of the show, we think that Mary knew nothing about hunting. And then we find out that Mary, like, Dean gets sent back in time by an angel to, like, find out his mom was a hunter and didn't want her kids raised to be hunters. And so lied to John about being a hunter. And then John becomes a hunter anyway.
That's just making it complicated.
Right. And so in order for the show to work, if the show was based on the two of them being a couple and hunting, then they have to retcon the whole idea that Mary gave up hunting and John didn't know until after Mary died. Right? Am I wrong about all of this? For those of you that are also Supernatural fans, did I get that right? Am I missing something? Because I haven't seen all of the later seasons of Supernatural, in all honesty, because I kind of burn myself out right around the time that Charlie dies, because I'm so mad they killed Charlie. Okay, good. I'm glad that sounds right to all of y'all, because that's kind of what I thought. Like, why? How the hell are they gonna have that work? Okay, so next
Multiverse.
Multiverse would make it work.
I hate when it's like, no, just don't do it.
So looking at Pattern Keeper, depending on how much floss we have in 10, we will hit these ones first. We might just keep going down because we're gonna have to get more over there. And then the next color is gonna be this one.
Ooh, that's a bunch.
Which will have a bunch, but I don't know how much floss we have, so I might just keep working down in these columns because I'll get over to that eventually. And then, yeah, I don't think we have too much confetti left in this area, which is lovely. It's a nice change of pace to not be stitching a ton of confetti. Yeah, Charlie and Kevin dying was some of the stupidest shit I've seen in television. And I also feel weird that I have a giant crush on Felicia Day, because we have the same first name, and that's just awkward.
Well, might make things easy.
It might make things easy. How are we feeling on the retro game vibe music today? Do we like it better than the music we had yesterday? Babs can't hear the music, so it sucks to be Babs.
So I have no idea what's going on. Yep.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm glad we're enjoying the music. I'm enjoying it too so far. Better than what I had yesterday, at least. I feel like I need to get a second set of headphones, Babs, so that you can also hear what's going on. I'm gonna have regular guests. But you're kind of our most regular guest besides the wifey. No one else has been brave enough to be on the live, I don't think.
Didn't Alicia come over for one once?
Oh yeah, I think Alicia did come over for one once. I think you're right.
It's the only other person I can think of.
Today might be a good day to catch up on my stitching and make up for the lack I've done in the past couple days. 150 a day is not even enough to get me finished in 20 years. Yeah, Babs is definitely a part of the cast of characters. That is for sure.
Okay, so since I've given up on the idea of having theme music when I will come in like Phantom of the Opera type, because I can't figure out a way to do it. So I've been working on part of my character is now that I usually like to wear the loud shoes, because like then they get to hear me coming and it builds suspense in the scene. Click clock, click clock. What is that? Oh shit, it's Babs.
I mean, we can actually make that for you.
I could have theme music here.
Yeah, we can give you theme music here.
Because I just love being ridiculously dramatic sometimes.
I mean, I get it, and now I want theme music.
Right? And then you got to have a move as you make your entrance. So your theme music plays, and you swing around the door frame.
Yeah.
Shoo-doo.
Do we have any musicians here that can make us theme music? Because we already have Dr. Katie.
Yeah, like Dracula has great entrance music. You always know it's like, oh, there it.
Ooh, maybe I'll take something from Nosferatu because Nosferatu is public domain now, I believe.
But is the music?
Yeah, it's got to be because it's
Well, because originally the movie was silent, was the whole point. So the music is newer than the movie.
no, silent films still had music. They just didn't have talking.
So was that an original score for the original movie?
I think so.
I didn't realize that. Then that music should be public domain then, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna tie this off here. Yeah. I don't know I don't know why they called Nosferatu because it really is just Dracula under a different name. Maybe by the time they made Nosferatu, Dracula wasn't public domain yet. Is that the thing? I don't know. I'm not sure when Dracula was written.
It's interesting question. So Count Orlok, right. What's the date here? So the movie was 1922, and
Oh, ow. Okay, we made it 43 minutes in before my first ow, so that's good. We're doing a 3 hours and we're out. Huh. The offensive one or insufferable one. Interesting. I used to have a Nosferatu poster, but it got ruined. Oh, hydration break. Thank you, Ica. Giant cuppy. Cheers. Ooh, we might hit 5.4% this week.
do, do, do.
Oh, Magpie posture check. Okay, crack the knuckles. Stretch. Okay. Realign. Thank you for the hydration break and posture check. I do appreciate it. It does keep me feeling my fittest. Okay, we ran out of floss for finishing this. Yesterday when I was stitching Babs, I was going to give myself 10 owls, and then I realized that 10 owl was probably too many.
That's a lot of owls.
So now we have a 3 owl per live. 3 owls, you're out. Oh, damn it, I didn't mean to put that away.
Okay, so then you got the classic question though. So is that 1, 2, 3, or is that 1, 2, 3, you're out? So like, do you stop at the third owl, or
Yeah, once I say owl for the third time, I sign
hard
off.
in right there. All right. Because that's always such a great. It's like 1, 2, 3, go, or do we go on 3? What?
Right? It's Man, I'm not even stoned today and I am failing. Okay, how do I want to do this? Okay, so we had to start a new thread. So we are going to stitch these ones up here, then down this way, and get these two down there. Then we'll tie off if we get all of those done, and come back over here and start working on this area and filling that in until we're out of floss. So that is the current game plan. It's a new thread, so I can do a loop start. Yep, perfect. Perfecto. Oh, did you guys see the new rainbow logo in the Discord? And now I have rainbow logo shirts on the website. I'm quite happy with the rainbow logo. I like that I found a way to include the inclusive flag and it still looks good.
Oh, I was supposed to check.
What were you checking, Babs?
To see if your stuff was coming in my feed.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't have any notifications about you. But if I bring you up, it says 9 new, so it knows that you've got new stuff. It just hasn't bothered to tell me about it.
Interesting. So my Facebook has decided, or so your Facebook has decided you hate me. I see how it is.
Apparently, because
yeah.
But nothing's in my feed.
Cool. So your Facebook has decided that you hate me.
Apparently so. Yeah, because there's the rainbow.
Yeah, getting the placement right was tricky, and also adding the white border helped. The needle minders should drop sometime this week. They have already shipped, which is awesome. And if these needle minders do well and sell out, I will probably see if she can do a rainbow one, but I'm not sure how much detail she will be able to get into it with the rainbow needle minder.
Now I'm wondering how many other people's notifications I'm not getting.
Right? I'm getting notifications for every time my dad's not girlfriend posts something conservative.
Ugh. Of course. Is it because you hate every single thing? Because, you know, as far as the algorithm is concerned, all interaction is the same.
Right, all I'm doing is complain, like, all I do is call her out on her conservative BS. So we have a black one with a white logo coming, and a white one with a black logo coming. And then I am gonna figure out how to do, if I can do a rainbow needle minder. Okay, we are going to pin stitch this one down here because there's nothing by it to tie off. Unfortunately, it is a light color, so we can't really show you the best pin stitch, but in order to do a pin stitch, you're going to come up the left side. Hey, Sassacast, how's it going? And then down in the middle. Pin stitches are a lot easier when you have better tension. And then up on the right side, because we're doing a full pin stitch, not a half pin stitch. And then down again in the middle under the stitch. And then it mostly hides it. You can kind of tell a little bit when a stitch has been done with a pin stitch. It's not super obvious. And then you've got a nice little knot and you can tie off. Can one of my super awesome mods give us a shout out for Sassacast? We always appreciate when other streamers pop into the live. Sassacast is streaming a giant Lord of the Rings cross stitch.
Hooah.
I'm so excited for your name change to be legal in November. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, Sassacast does awesome work. Yes, Sassacast, we have my friend Babs on, who is one of our regular guest speakers.
Hi, Sassa.
Okay, that is not... Where am I? I think I'm here. Yep, that's where I'm at. Ah, and I pulled it out. Yes, Babs is my good friend who helped me do all of the modifications to my frames. And that's how she started ending up on the lives, is after we did a whole bunch of modification one day, I made her come on the live and explain all of her modifications. And she's been a semi-regular guest ever since. I think you're on like, what, once a month?
About something like that. Yeah, about once a month.
Pops in and makes a vocal appearance. My friend with the entire wooden metal shop in the garage.
Still a couple of more tools I wish I had space for.
Uh,
I mean, I could really use a lathe, but then where would I park my motorcycle, you know?
I mean, do you really need to park your motorcycle there? I'm sure you could find another spot.
Have you seen my garage? Have you looked in my garage when the car, the bike, and everything is in there at once? There's like really no room left.
Nah, park your bike in the backyard with a tarp. How badly do you want that lathe?
I don't know, but I've got to go find a friend who understands that's not what you do to your bike. What is wrong with you?
Babs, I'm joking.
That's not funny. That is not funny. That's just, that's disgusting. Oh. Park your bike under a tarp. Yeah. No.
I wouldn't actually advise anyone to park their bike under a tarp. Honestly, the only reason I knew that was even a thing that was possible is because there's a Bob's Burgers episode where someone hides a bike under a tarp.
And how does that end?
Oh, have I not shown you the biker episodes of Bob's Burgers?
I have not seen a Bob's Burger Biker episode, but I'm betting it doesn't go well.
Oh man, we gotta watch the biker episodes. The biker gang in Bob's Burgers is called the One-Eyed Snakes.
Excellent.
Yes, yes. I'm pretty sure any scenario you give me, I could probably find a way to relate it back to a Bob's Burgers episode. You know, Magpie, I am a mean person. That's why I don't understand why y'all put up with me and are entertained by me, because I'm kind of an asshole. Yeah, Yeah, so's my wife, Miko. My wife is also married to an asshole.
I
And
mean,
welcome in, Miko.
are there really kind of any of our mutual friends who kind of aren't, though? I mean, fairly rough crowd most of the time.
Devin's not.
Devin is kind of a sweetheart. That's
There's not a
true.
malicious bone in
Yeah.
Devin's body.
That is true. Devin's really very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking, I'm like, Lexi, Key, Yelena,
All jackasses.
all jackasses. The tension on this edge is totally not driving me insane. But we have already gotten quite a few stitches in, and our first hour isn't even up yet. It's so nice to be stitching at a semi-decent speed.
Would it help any if there was tension laterally at the edge, or would that just then make it end up being looser later?
Well, so I've bought a couple of things to try to improve the tension at the edge, but they don't work as well as I'd like them to. So I have not found a solution for that yet, but yes, that would in fact help.
Okay, so what my brain is thinking of is basically a bulldog clip and a rubber band.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I have.
Okay, so I was like, so the concept is out there. It's not original.
The concept is out there. It is not original.
Does it work at all?
Kind of. My thumb is okay, Miko. We are on a 3 ouches you're out rule. And I think so far I'm only 1 ouch deep. I did not ice my thumb after the live yesterday. I just got off the live and pouted that my thumb hurt because I'm a baby and I didn't want to ice it.
I could do something that would help, but I'd rather be angry.
Right? I can do something that'll make me feel better, but I want to be a jerk. Yeah, I have the alligator clips. I have not tried the magnets. I have some clamps, but the problem with the clamps is I did not leave enough fabric here for much of anything, so... Katie, I'm sure Babs will make me ice my thumb after the live.
Yes. Especially if we go out. Especially if you ouch out your mandatory icing.
The doctor actually expressly told me not to put ointment on it.
Yeah, because you want it to heal.
Garlic breadsticks dipped in marinara is totally a dinner. You've got your vegetables and your garlic and your marinara sauce.
Got carbs.
You've got carbs. You got a little bit of protein in the breadsticks. Depending on how the gluten was developed, you're good.
Personally, I think I would also have some cheese with that, but
Oh yeah, you could get cheese in the protein as well.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there you go. Then you got some animal protein.
Now you're set. Are you saying marinara like that on purpose?
I mean, for some reason, I've always read it as marinara. But yeah, it is marinara. I just say it wrong. There are lots of words that I've only read in books and then pronounced them a certain way in my head. And then that is just the way that they're pronounced. Until I have enough programming to unprogram that. So yes, I say marinara wrong. Marinara. It's like Aida.
I ain't touching that one.
Well, because Aida is the name of this fabric, but I've always called it Aida.
Oh, the list of reasons the South is wrong.
Okay.
Oh, wait, we're not supposed to hate. Never mind. I
Yeah,
take
we're
it
not
back.
supposed to hate. We're coming up to an ad break, and so Babs and I will take an ad break, and I will lecture Babs about hate. And then we will be back in 3 minutes after this ad break. God damn it, Babs.
It just slipped out.
Yeah, I've heard it. Cross-stitching fabric. That's what it is. It is the cross-stitching fabric, damn it.
And if I was looking for it in the store, I'd ask for the white burlap. Because I don't know anything.
Ooh. Okay, once the ad break pops up, we will be doing that ad thing, and then we will be back. I mean, I'm sure I sound weird in all sorts of different languages. I am one of those people that absolutely cannot stand the sound of their own voice in a recording, which is why I hate doing my VODs. Hey, Jay-Z Sketch, welcome! How are you doing, friend? How is it going? You popped in just in time for ad time.
You gonna try again, Till? Still gonna try again?
Okay, ads have started. Okay, we are gonna go. And we're back. And Babs and I have decided to imbibe in some adult beverage while we're live. So that may or may not make this live more entertaining.
Well, it's just one. That's like
I know it is just one.
we're professionals.
We are professionals. We took the Murphys went up to the cabin with us this past weekend, and the Ferns family, and we put away a little bit more beer than my dad was expecting.
We're not lightweights like you, Danny.
Yeah. Because, alcohol isn't triggering for him at all.
No, I can't imagine how that would be the least bit of problem.
Welcome back, y'all. My name is Flea. I am cross-stitching the Sistine Chapel ceiling, and my goal is to live, laugh, and craft with compassion. We are joined today by my friend Babs. We are willing to discuss anything and everything, so throw us a question in chat. Or hang out and lurk. We also love our lurkers. But yeah, if you need questions about me or the project, throw it up in chat, and we're more than happy to discuss. We also have a Discord server and a website, StitcherX.com. If you click the link in my bio, you can find it all. And we have some new merch, too. And we're going to get even more new merch later this week. So be sure to check that out. Thank you, Aika. I think I might have taken the website one down temporarily because I had to fix it. There was something wrong with it. I gotta work on my commands some more. Yes, thank you. That is my website, StitcherX.com. Jay-Z, it is about time for me to commission you for a new drawing. I think next up we should probably do the hydration break because it is the one that we do the most here. So I will need you to draw me holding my big red cup. If y'all didn't know, Jay-Z Sketch is the one that drew my new follower image. They are a very talented artist and also a cross-stitcher. We can also get a shout out for Jay-Z Sketch because they also stream on Twitch. Starshine, why am I about to be annoyed with you? Oh god. Really? Really? Crap. Taking my headphones off for this. Oh man. Knew I shouldn't have put that thing on there. Okay.
25.
Oh.
That's a good break.
Damn it, Starshine. Thanks for that. Oh, God. Woo! That was fun. And now I'm going to drink more of my adult beverage to catch my breath. Woo! I think that's the first time that's been redeemed. I think I might want to take that one off. I mean, not actually, because it's good exercise. But I think I put quite a cooldown timer on there. I think that's only able to be redeemed once an hour. Because I don't want to do that more than once an hour.
Yeah, but a little bit of high intensity like that in the middle of something like what you're doing is actually a really good thing to do.
Well, that's usually what I try to do during my 3-minute breaks, is to bust out some
quick, intense activity.
Some quick, intense jumping jacks, so then my watch yells at me less.
That's good.
Whew. Yes, JZ Sketch, I think you are correct that we would just have to keep track of it, but that it's probably best for you to just do them all. I am going to actually drink real water. It's a good little cardio break. I am massively overweight, so the little tiny breaks do help. 372 is a one-off. Thank you for the water break, Katie. So you guys don't have to listen to me huff and puff, just having done 25 jumping jacks. Babs, were you wondering where I was going to stop?
I was wondering. I figured it would be, I knew it would be at least 10, and then when you kept going past 20, I was like, oh, so this is fairly serious. And 25 was like, okay, 25 is pretty good.
Yeah.
I was, as you were rolling up towards 20, I was expecting you to stop. When you didn't, I was like, okay, we're going hard.
Usually during the 3-minute break, I can get about 50 in. Oh, JZ Sketch, that's wonderful. I'm glad you got funded and that you're gonna have that. Congratulations, friend. Anything that helps pain is wonderful. If you're someone that lives with regular or chronic pain, no one wants to have to deal with that. Come on, there we go. Bye, Psychic Macaroni. Enjoy. We will probably be here. I will try to be here for at least another hour or two. I don't know. Babs, are you in this for the long haul?
Yep.
Okay, Babs is in this for the long haul until 6, so as long as I don't ouch out, we are here for...
This time I remembered to make sure not to have anything else to do today.
We are here for another 2 hours and 45 minutes, as long as I don't ouch out. Okay, we only got 3 more colors in the square, and then we are moving on.
I've never heard of this body braid thing.
Yeah, I had never heard of the body braid. We're going to look into it. That sounds cool.
I know a couple of people who have like hypermobility, and they have splint-like things they have to wear to keep their joints from basically falling apart. I never thought like, is it like a whole bodysuit? I don't know. I gotta look it up.
Thank you, Psychic Macaroni. I appreciate that. Oh, you know what? I gotta move my mouse. There we go. Now we can see all of the chat. My mouse was in the way. Yeah, I can't wait to hear how that works for you, JZ Sketch. I hope it's awesome.
Yeah. Chronic pain and mobility issues are just life ruiners, and whatever you can do to help, you should definitely do it. Long elastic straps, Velcro, grab that.
Yeah, thanks. Okay. Please throw a link in the Discord. I'd like to check that out.
So conceptually, like a ace bandage, but better, it sounds like. Compression and stretch, yeah.
Okay, we are about an hour deep on actual stitching time. And we've actually got 110 plus stitches done, which is right about on speed. Babs, are you in our Discord?
Nope.
Do you use Discord?
Nope.
Okay, we might have to fix that.
No, stop fixing me. I love it in the Stone Age. It's great.
How would I handle an arrogant coworker that demands respect but gives none? I mean, I would basically kill them with kindness and make it clear that that's exactly what I'm doing with the saccharine sweet tone of my voice so that they can't actually report me to HR, but they know that I am annoyed and not tolerating their behavior. Basically, I'd be passive aggressive.
Are they a peer or are they in your chain of command somewhere?
Yes, it depends on if you're their boss or not.
Yeah.
I mean, that might be a better question for Annette because she is an employment attorney. Oh, so they're like down there low on the totem pole.
Oh, I would just step on them. But I'm brutal like that. Also, I am not an employment attorney and you shouldn't do anything I say.
Right. We are not giving any type of advice here that for legal reasons, do not follow our advice. And I'm going to have to come up with a disclaimer of some sort.
We need like a paragraph of like, every single thing we said was definitely not what you should do, you know? Oh, well, no, now he's just fired. Now he's just straight. No, he doesn't get to even work here or anywhere else ever again anymore. He's done.
Yeah, you call someone the N-word and you're done. Yeah, at my place of employment where I am second in command, that is a fireable offense.
That's not just a fireable offense. That's most places a mandatory must be fired offense because if the boss fails to fire him, the boss is in trouble.
Yeah.
That is so far beyond merely unacceptable behavior.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
Oh, your boss has big brass ones and has no idea that he's laying them on the line. Oh my lord.
Yeah.
Ooh. His boss needs to talk to Annette.
Seriously. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in some states that's a felony or at least a misdemeanor.
And it's definitely a civil action anywhere. Yep.
Arizona might not be as backwards as you think. I mean, I think theoretically, whoever he called that could sue.
An awful lot of workplace law is actually federal because unless your company is somehow not involved in interstate trade, that's their hook.
Okay, that's it of this color in this area. Yeah, you could anonymously put it on blast. Honestly, if I was going to anonymously put it on blast, I'd go to the library and create a Reddit account.
Again, not legal advice, but definitely good advice.
Although I've been contemplating getting a burner laptop.
Just get a really old janky one off eBay that's not upgradable.
I mean, I already have a really old janky one. It's just its Wi-Fi card is not working.
So, for that purpose, do you really care?
Well, yeah, it's a burner laptop. The point is to go onto the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Just friendly advice, no legal advice.
Yeah. I mean, so you don't have a single spare Cat 5 cable in your whole house? Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, I was gonna use it. I was gonna use it in like a cafe.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay, okay.
Like a true burner laptop. Like I wouldn't even power it up at my house. I can't use my old laptop because it's already linked to me.
I see. Okay, okay. Wait, but if you had, ooh, I'm thinking now. Do they?
True, Jay-Z. My current laptop does not have a Cat 5 hookup.
What is the world coming to?
It's almost like cables are becoming obsolete or something.
That's just Skynet trying to do Skynet stuff.
I know you're afraid of the Skynet. Huh. I am like a very I'm pro internet. I am actually pretty pro AI, but I also support small independent artists. I know there's a lot of controversy around AI art and AI taking over jobs.
It's taking over the wrong jobs.
Well, but
I don't need an AI artist. I need an AI dishwasher.
Right, but an AI dishwasher isn't gonna work. I mean, you could probably make a robot that's gonna do the dishes, but that's kind of a waste of resources in a way.
Which is why I don't even use the dishwasher I have most of the time. It's just dumb to just... Anyway.
Well, you live alone, so of course I wouldn't... If I lived alone, I wouldn't use the dishwasher, really. I mean, Annette and I run our dishwasher 2-3 times a week, if that.
I run mine 2 or 3 times a week because if I don't use it that often, that means there's dishes that have sat in there for a week, and unless I've eaten a couple of meals, actually meals, not, you know, single person feeding myself garbage type things, there's just, the dishes don't pile up fast enough.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like when I have to invite someone over, so then I'll actually use 2 or 3 pots and pans and 3 plates in a bowl. Then there's enough dishes to run the dishwasher.
Jay-Z, that's a really good way of putting it. I'm pro what AI could be, anti what it is now. Yes.
Boom. Yeah.
That is a pretty good point. Although, full disclosure, I have gone to art school. I am just not a very good artist, and I don't have time to create art. So I do use AI to create my patterns based on the images that I design and describe that are in my head, but I am not necessarily drawing them myself. So if you do buy patterns from my website, know that many of them are AI generated.
Okay, but the translating the image into the colors and the squares and the things, that seems like a good job for AI, because hand counting the squares and identifying which ones is which color would be crazy, and that's a perfect thing for an AI to look at an image, divide up the number of colors, and blast out the pattern.
Oh, no. So the patterns are made by a computer program. I make those, and I go through and edit them down and trim them down and make it so they're actually stitchable. I'm talking about like the stained glass Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, the image that you fed into the maker. Okay.
So, Jay-Z, I hear that argument, and my argument to that point, because I've heard that one a lot, is that posting your art on the internet, you have already given it away for free. Literally in many of the terms of services, unless you put it behind some sort of paywall. Like posting to Facebook or Instagram or any of that, you've already given the rights to that art away. True, there is that. I mean, it's a hard-fought legal battle. I am personally of the belief that all art is built upon other art, and all art is stolen of a sort. Stolen art is how people grow as artists. If they don't find inspiration from someone else's art, then art wouldn't develop and change. And that is why I know that people say it isn't the same, but like, for instance, with my stained glass patterns, like the reason I picked the stained glass patterns is because those, like, stained glass has been around forever and is in the public domain and isn't necessarily stealing the style from one particular artist. So I kind of try to skirt that line a little bit. But I'm definitely not asking them, you know, to make a specific piece of art and say the Van Gogh style. Or, you know, some other modern artist. I'm trying to think of a modern art. Like, modern art is not my forte. I am better at Renaissance and classical art. But I kind of agree that it shouldn't be stealing from artists without their permission, but I think it's not so much the program's fault as it is the programmers, and the programmers should have gotten that permission, if that makes sense. I'm trying to find a hard balance between being pro AI and using it as a tool, because I am not that creative, and supporting actual artists who are creative. I love Gothic architecture. Gothic architecture is fantastic. That's one of the reasons I want to go to Budapest, or Budapest, whatever its properly pronunciation is. Garlific texture? I'm not sure. I don't know. I have no idea what I just said. Quite honestly. Sometimes I have so much going on in my brain while I'm stitching and streaming. Oh yeah, I might have combined Gothic and architecture. Gothicture. I probably did say Gothicture. Good catch. Sometimes my brain short circuits because I am trying to stitch, read, talk, and do all of it at the same time, and my brain just go. Garfield buildings. That would be hilarious. There's got to be a Garfield building somewhere. Like, there's got to be a Garfield roadside attraction somewhere in the Midwest. See, I'm on meds that are supposed to make my brain slow down, and I still do this. Although I just realized today they made my meds chewable, and I couldn't understand why they made my meds chewable, and then I realized a lot of kids probably with ADHD take my meds.
Yep.
Hey, Stormy, how's it going? How are you doing? Welcome in. Thank you for the rose. So, Stormy, you probably have missed me and haven't seen me because I got a ban on TikTok, a 7-day ban, and because of the 7-day ban, I moved over to Twitch. Turns out Twitch is a much better platform for me. So Twitch is now my primary platform, and I stream on both Twitch and TikTok at the same time. I'm doing really well. Really, really well, actually. I am here with my lovely friend Babs, who is awesome. And we are hanging out. Yeah, see, I do think a Garfield side of the road attraction feels like something that Supernatural would have covered, actually. So maybe it doesn't exist.
And it's clearly going to be like right off Highway 70 or something like that. Just,
Right.
You know. Also, it just occurred to me, should be a restaurant called Garfield's, and the only thing they serve is lasagna.
I feel like I don't feel like I am really upset to find out that there was a Golden Girls restaurant in New York City run by one of Rue McCallahan's friends, and it is now closed. Thank you for the heart, Stormy. You should definitely check out Twitch. It is amazing. And once you reach affiliate, you get money for ads, which is much more than TikTok gives you. And I know your platform. You could probably hit affiliate really quick.
Yeah, Mika, I don't know. That was the only Garfield I could think of, so I just hijacked it. And made it
I was thinking about the lasagna eating Garfield.
I mean, there was also that president, but
oh yeah,
we all forget
that's right.
they exist.
There was a president.
I mean, no one cares.
Stormy, if you click the link in my bio, it'll bring you over to Twitch, and you can kind of see what we're talking about. I'm totally gonna get banned from TikTok for some of this.
Yep. Quit stealing all our viewers.
You found out in Germany you can get disability benefits for being autistic? Damn it, I need to move to Germany. I'm pretty sure I could probably qualify for disability benefits in the United States for my depression and SI.
They're kind of jerks about it.
They're kind of jerks about it. Yeah, Stormy, so what you're seeing now on TikTok is exactly what the people on Twitch are seeing. And I just have chats open for both, and they see, you know, I'm just on both platforms. Yeah, see, Aika, that's kind of how I feel. Like, I might need some help, but I'm not actually disabled. And I'm fortunate that my family has a business that I can work at and help run, and that they're understanding of my mental health needs. And because of my mental health needs and my liberalness, we are also understanding of other employees' mental health needs. Not just my own, because I forced my dad to be.
You gotta be cool with everyone.
Yeah, I don't necessarily want anything more from the government. I just wish I could stay home and stitch all the time. And hang out with y'all live. Dream full-time job right there. I'm working on it. And I'm trying to avoid an ouch. Okay. Avoided an ouch. Thought it was gonna come, but...
Don't do it on purpose.
Well, no, I wasn't doing it on purpose. I was trying to avoid it, but, like, I thought the pressure was gonna get to me. That makes sense, Ika. Erica, I'm really sorry. Maybe you have notifications turned off. On the Discord, it's still doing an at everyone every time I go live. So maybe check your notifications there too. I'm not sure, but my current schedule is to try to go live 5 days a week from like 2 or 3 to 6. Stormy, thank you for the heart hands. I appreciate it. You're so kind, friend. Yeah, Erica, I'm sorry I didn't tell you I was online. Nico, that makes sense. My type of ADHD allows me to hyper focus on things that I want to focus on. So, hence a 1.9 million cross stitch project. Because I can hyper focus for days. Yeah, Discord also has a lot of really, really cool things. Stormy, what you do would really benefit from a Discord. You should send me a PM on TikTok or whatever platform you're comfortable, and we can talk about stuffs. Because I'm not great, but I can definitely help you with that stuffs. Okay, Erica, yeah, Babs and I are trying to be on for like another 2 hours and 20 minutes. The rule we have today, oh, thank you for the hydration break, Ika. The rule we have today, and until my thumb heals, although I'm thinking it might be a good regular rule, is anytime I ouch 3 times, I'm out. I'll take the stretch, too.
Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, what the? I just broke something.
Oh.
Oh, hello, little web outlet thing.
Oh, I think it's my universal remote hub. You're welcome, Stormy. I am always down to help and build community. Building community is important. Talking does require a lot of hydration. I drink almost one of my full Stanley Cup things while I'm live with y'all.
Yeah, building a community is the only way you get to have one. I want all the advantages of a functional society without doing anything to create it, doesn't work.
Right? It's almost like if you want everyone to be nice to each other, everyone needs to put in effort to be nice to each other.
Or at least just be understanding that sometimes people have hangry days.
Right?
It's like, dude,
I mean, y'all have seen me hangry. It is not pretty. Bye, Jay-Z Sketch. Let's talk about doing more of those artist thingies. Let's talk about doing... Jesus Christ. God damn it.
Wow.
Let's talk about you doing more of those avatars. I'll send you a message when I'm off. Yes, food is on the checklist because we've all seen Flea hangry on a live and it's not pretty. We learned that the hard way. We are not gonna do a barrel sketch. One, I don't think anyone would actually want to see it. Two, my wife would get pissed. She is very possessive, and I think it's adorable.
Okay, but we could psych everyone by having a stitch that was all bears.
True.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah, sorry. As long as my wife is with me and or still on this planet, she is the only one that gets to see the barrel unless like I have her express permission to go skinny dipping or something.
Well, don't go up on any of those trips to like the various springs and things with that crowd because they will insist that you take all your clothes off because that's what they do up
Well,
there.
yeah, but that pollutes the springs, and that
Mhm.
is when my wife would probably give me permission if I was going to a hot spring that clothing would damage the spring.
There you go. There's your excuse.
There are a lot of natural hot springs around us here in the Sacramento area that our friends go to. I have not been to them because the idea of getting in muddy water does not appeal. Muddy, warm water. Ugh.
This smells funny.
Yeah, muddy, warm water that smells funny. It's getting more and more appealing as I talk about it, isn't it?
Yeah, and sometimes it itches too, so it's just that much better.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, I went to several different hot springs when I lived in Alaska because there was a lot up there too because it's the same, a lot of, mild volcanic actions. And like everyone we went to was kind of like, the water's kind of green gray and smells like rotten eggs. This is gross.
Right? Thank you for the like, quarter past tired. I don't mind being, I mean, I actually quite enjoy swimming and I don't mind being in a swimming pool. But I don't want to be surrounded by smelly, warm water. I also am not a fan of the bath time. Pool, yes. Bath, no. Hot tub, no. I love swimming. When I was younger, I used to swim in the river up at my parents' cabin, and now I look at that water and I'm like, oh god, I swam in that.
Okay, that water just looks cold.
Well, I mean, it is cold most of the year, so there's literally like 1 month out of the year that it is swimmable. Usually July or August, but you got to find the right time between too cold and too low, because then it gets stagnant and gross.
Yeah, I guess it would, wouldn't it?
So you want the snow runoff to be done, but the upper lakes not to be decimated yet. It's a very delicate balance. That's awesome, Erica. I hope you enjoy the beach.
What's your location?
Just a minute, y'all. I gotta send a message quick, y'all. Oh, wait, I could. You don't even have your new this is your old profile still, right? Not your new. Is this your old profile or your new profile? Okay. Well, don't be kicking people off the Twitch. Oh, gosh darn it. I know what I'm doing. I'm paying attention. Have you heard any word about them restoring your profile? Any news on that? That's lame. I'm sorry, Fran. Okay, that was actually just another owie, but I said it under my breath, but I am going to count it because I actually said owie. Apparently an hour and a half is about my cross-stitching limit while my thumb is injured. I have one more owie left. Hopefully I won't need it. You know, I feel like that's a fair rule for any live. If you have to say ow 3 times, you should probably stop. Normally,
well, I mean, if you're, I mean, there's certain, you know, but I mean, they don't. I don't think they do those things on Twitch. That's more of a other channel.
But I mean, like, if you stab yourself with the needle 3 times in a live,
yeah, that's probably enough.
It's probably time to quit. Because during my normal lives, I don't say owie. But it could also be a thing where, depending on how much Babs wants to hang out, I could go ice my thumb for an hour and we could come back.
If there's time, possible.
Well, because I have no plans tonight, but hanging out with you and stitching.
And Bob's Burger One-Eyed Snake episode.
Oh, there's a couple of them too, which are great.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I might take an hour to, like, eat something. What I'm really going to do is grab one small ice cube and hold it on my thumb until it melts.
Yikes!
Meat slicer and mandolin are not that different. I mean, one is machine operated, the other is hand operated, but in their slicing capacity, pretty similar. Oh yes, I wouldn't actually give myself frostbite or kill the dead cells, Katie. I might do dumb things sometimes, but I'm not quite that dumb. Also, frostbite is one of my rational/irrational fears. Oh, I didn't feel it at first either, Miko, until I looked down and realized there was blood on a Brussels sprout.
Yeah, when you're using a nice sharp blade, usually the first notice is, why is there red stuff everywhere?
Why is there blood?
Oh, whoops.
Blood doesn't belong in the Brussels sprouts. Worse is if you're cutting tomatoes.
Oh, now you're... That's bothersome.
Yeah, the poor wifey is quite squeamish and not great in an emergency. So while I was bleeding, I had to be like, okay, go get the first aid kit, pull out the Band-Aids, wrap it around my finger. And then when she was getting the first aid kit, I removed, oh, okay, that just starts saying that's mean. While she was getting the first aid kit, I removed the chunk of my finger and threw it away before she could see it.
Yeah, she probably
would have freaked out if she saw the chunk of my finger. Although last time I sliced my hand open, it was me trying to catch a champagne glass as it was breaking.
That's not a good idea.
And the stem put a nice big chunk in my finger. Ruh-roh, I'm missing a stitch. But it's close enough to this color that it's not that big of a concern. And my ex, who I was with at the same time, was too intoxicated to drive. It was her champagne glass that got knocked over, and it was my job to drive. And we had a 90-minute drive back from San Francisco. And the nearest Kaiser ER, which is the medical service I have, was like 30 minutes away. So in the 30-minute car ride, she kept playing songs like Leona Lewis's Bleeding Love.
Awesome.
Yeah. That wasn't irritating at all. She thought it was hilarious. Oh, Kaiser. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Oh, you have 24 hours to get stitches. Okay, that's good to know.
I thought it was 8. Huh.
So that doesn't sound fun, Aika. We shouldn't tell too many body horror stories on here. We don't want anyone to have to rubber ducky. Rubber ducky, for those that don't know, is our safe word in chat for if you need a subject change. You just got to say rubber ducky and we'll change the subject. No, it's cool, Aika. It was my bad too. I wasn't even thinking about it until I realized I was talking about blood and gore and body damage and those things, and that, might not appeal to some people. Never take a break on an electric fence while drunk. Well, I think the key word there is never take a break on the electric fence.
I mean, yeah.
It's also like never use a mandolin without a guard. Or a bathroom break. You should never take a bathroom break on an electric fence ever either. That just seems like you're asking for something bad. Okay, 2 more stitches with this color. Yeah, you gotta be really smashed to think that urinating on an electric fence is a good idea. I'm sure it was funny / terrifying to watch. Oh, think we can get 2 more stitches out of that floss? I feel like we might be able to get 2 more stitches out of that floss. I think I'm gonna try it. I hate leaving a little collection of stitches undone.
Stretch. We can do it.
Floss chicken. I think it is possible. I think we actually have plenty. It was just starting to fray at the end, so I was getting concerned. Yeah, this isn't even the worst floss chicken we've played today, so that's not terrible. Though we haven't really played a lot of floss chicken today. I'm trying to refill up my Orts container because you like my bigger Orts container, Babs?
Because it was full, yeah.
I can imagine that turning off the electric fence before mowing the grass was probably a wise decision. Okay, next we are on to much more not confetti. Yay, not confetti. How I love the not confetti. Oh, wow. After this color, it might be time for me to log off and take a little bit of a break. This color should take a good minute because I just tried nervously picking at my hand and pulling off my tape thinking it was skin because I'm doing that well at paying attention. But we are going to do 2 strands of this. I'm not doing just this little tiny amount. But yeah, I think the ouch time is coming. I haven't said it yet, but my thumb is getting much more sensitive. But at least today we made it 2 hours, and after icing, maybe back. Well, it sounds like I said icing as in... this isn't the tape that you recommended because it hasn't gotten here yet. This is just regular, like, bandage tape. It's helped a little bit. I mean, obviously we made it more than an hour this time, or more than an hour and a half this time. And it should only be a couple more days until it's fully healed. And we are starting to move away from the edge, and the tension is getting better too, which is lovely. It's just that first row, that first column that is the difficult one. That first column is mighty annoying.
Is there any sort of a standard guideline of how much edge you normally should leave yourself?
More than this.
Because it just, the way that's laid out, I'm like, it's like, how are you going to mount that? There's nothing to get hold of. You're going to have to go back and like sew something to it in order to get hold of it to mount it.
Yeah, well, so right now my dream is to mount it between 2 pieces of acrylic. But I'm not sure if that would work because I want to be able to see the front and the back.
Mm-hmm. Don't you normally, aren't they normally mounted under tension?
Yeah, normally they are, but this fabric doesn't really come wider than this. Well, I mean, it does. The fabric does come wider than this, but this is the widest amount that would fit on this frame.
Mm-hmm.
So I was limited by how much I could fit on the frame.
I know for this project, you had to do what you had to do. Just if you were normally working, you'd want a couple of inches,
Yeah.
and then you wouldn't have looseness at the edge because you'd be never that close.
Right, exactly. This project is a unicorn in more ways than one.
Mm-hmm. 2 to 3 inches. Yeah, 2 to 3 inches sounds more, because when you're 2 to 3 inches in, you never seem to have trouble.
Yeah, as soon as I'm a little bit in, it's not a problem at all. It's just getting that little tiny bit in. Ow. Okay, so that was the 3rd ow.
Excuse me.
I knew it was coming soon because it was getting more sensitive. But we do have another commercial break coming up. I do want to finish this floss, or this color. So we'll be around for at least another 10 minutes, probably, and then we'll raid. I know it's kind of annoying ending the live right after an ad break, but I do really appreciate it if you stick around for the ad. It does help me quite a bit. And I am sorry that I cut off part of my thumb, but it did help me realize that my hands are now much more important to me than I thought. I've even started doing things like manicuring my nails. And so now I need to take care of these tools because they're very important tools. So hopefully, now that I've had this fun little wake-up call, I will do less damage to my hands. so the reason I wouldn't want to hang it like a tapestry is, one, I don't think there's enough on the side. Move that over. There's not enough on the side here to hold it like a tapestry. I don't think, because I actually think this thing is going to be quite heavy when it's done. And I also want it to be under some form of protection because I would like to preserve it for as long as possible. Realistically, by the time I'm close to finishing this, I will probably have reached out to a needlework conservator to ask their opinion. I could sew it to the sidebars, but I do move the sidebars quite a bit. Yeah, there's some options. I really, now that I'm away from it, it's not bothering me as much. Oops. Boo-boo.
Undo.
Oh, God! Pizza Cat, you're raiding in just as my ad break starts. Hello! Hi. Sorry for y'all that the ad break has just started. I'm so sorry. Hey, Pizza Cat, how are you? Pizza Cat raid. Woo, woo, woo. So sorry you're rolling in just as my ads start. That's a giant bummer. And
Hi.
Thank you for all of the following. I deeply appreciate it. Unfortunately, y'all have also caught me at the end of my live. I was planning on going live longer, but I sliced off part of my finger recently, and it's making stitching very difficult. Thank you for all of the follows. Strolog, Shadowcat Jen, May May, David T, you're all amazing. For you raiders, my name is Flea. I am cross-stitching the Sistine Chapel ceiling. My goal is to live, laugh, and craft with compassion. Live, laugh, craft with compassion. I'm willing to discuss anything and everything. The only rule we have in this space is no hate. Yeah, Clover, I'm just wrapping up the stream now. While I have this ouchie on my finger, I am giving myself 3 ows out loud, and then I'm out. And I just hit my 3rd one, so I'm gonna finish up this color, and then we are gonna go on our own raid. So raiders, please stick around, and let's see if we can find another raid.
A raid within a raid.
Raid
yes!
within a raid. We're just gonna chain the raids. And of course, a bunch of you can't hear anything that I'm saying because there are ads in progress. So I will do my whole spiel again when the ads are done.
Raid session.
Raid session. If you have any questions about this piece, please feel free to ask. I am more than willing to discuss. Please give me another chance. Oh, sweet. You can actually see the closed captioning. That's awesome. I'm glad I made the closed captioning big enough. Spy Guy is on. Oh, and I think Spy Guy is new. I am hoping it heals fast too. It has been a little over a week, and the only problem is it's kind of right where I hold my needle when I twist it. No new? Have we already done Spy Guy? Stupid memory. Hey, welcome back from the break. Thank you so much. For those of you that are joining from the break, my name is Flea. I am cross-stitching the Sistine Chapel ceiling. My goal is to live, laugh, and craft with compassion. Willing to discuss anything and everything. The only rule we have here is no hate. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. We have my friend Babs here hanging out with us today.
Hi.
Unfortunately, you're catching me right at the end of my live because I sliced off part of my finger being stupid, and it is making it hard to stitch. And I have learned a very important, valuable lesson that my hands are now very important to me, much more important than I remembered they were when I sliced off part of my hand. So after I finish this color, I will be raiding someone else. So if you want to be part of the raidception, please stick around. Yeah, you think I would have remembered that my hands are really important to me when using a mandolin without a guard. Oh yes, please join the Discord so that you can know when I go live again. I try to go live Monday through Friday from 2 until 6 roughly, California time. Unfortunately, right now, I have a giant wound on my hand. That makes it hard. Oh yes, and my website, StitcherX.com, is where I sell patterns and merch and all sorts of different things. Thank you to my mods for being awesome. We have 3 super awesome mods. We've got Ica, we've got Katie, and we've got Magpie, who take care of us and make sure that we all stay somewhat sane in chat, but only somewhat, not completely. Because we all know I'm doing a 1.9 million cross-stitch piece. There's nothing sane about me. Yeah, I'm digging. I know Babs can't hear it, so I feel bad for Babs. But I am digging this retro video game music. This is working for me. We might do some more of this tomorrow. The Tilly, oh, I changed the Tilly emojis. That's why. Try the different one. They all of their names got changed when I had to upload the new ones. So try again. I did have to upload new ones because I had to put the white border on them.
Here they are.
There they are. Now they all have a white border or a gray border, so they're easier to see. Because, what's a day without a Tilly emoji? For those of you that are new joining us, Tilly is my very adorable dog. We are working on getting a Tilly cam set up so that y'all can change it and hang out with Tilly when you want instead of staring at the long edge. Pizza Cat, yeah, I have always been an ambitious stitcher. My second full coverage piece was a true to size Starry Night. When I started it when I was 14, and I don't think I finished it until I was like 22. I am determined to finish this full thread. Raid. raid train. I'm excited for a raid train. We can get it going. It's gonna be awesome. And Pizza Cat, I do deeply appreciate your raid. Thank you so much. It does mean the world to me. We've given Pizza Cat already a shout out, but Pizza Cat is also a cross stitcher, and you should for sure check them out if you have not already. Pizza Cat, I don't bite off more than I can chew at all. No, it's not a thing that I do ever. Ask Babs, even in my dating life, that's not a thing that I do.
No. You just bite off big mouths full of poison, usually.
Okay, yeah, this is a very small, simple piece. Hey, I only need like 500 more skeins of floss before I have all the floss I need. Okay, we've got 4 more stitches. So if, who are we rating? If we can get that reposted so I can get that raid set up in just a moment. That's Spy Guy 86. Awesome. Perfect. Thank you, Katie. I really appreciate all of your time and attention and hope you enjoy hanging out with me. I enjoy hanging out with you, and your attention really does mean the world to me. It's one of the most valuable things in the world right now, and I appreciate that you want to give some of it to me. So thank you very much. I will be back tomorrow. You can join my Discord or click the link in my bio for my website and other socials. Y'all are super awesome, and I appreciate every single one of you, even my lurkers. Thank you so much for hanging out. We got 216 stitches done today, which I feel like is great. And let's get this raid going. I need to open a new window so I know what I'm doing. You know what, I'll leave it there so Babs can see it. We're looking at the Spy Guy.
Strong weapon in PvE. Yeah, 14 eliminations for Team Duelist of that network. It doesn't look like Team Loki. I mean, with 10 seconds left to go, I'm not sure if there's much they can do here. Sadly, Team Willagi looks like they're dropping to the lower bracket.
There's a lot of Spy Guys.
That Spy Guy, not the Spy Guy.
Dope.
I can read. There we go. Found him. Got it.
What did you have for your dipping sauce? What choice did you make? Yeah, it all sounds really
Okay, y'all, let's do this.
You're saving the club sandwich for tomorrow? Yeah, I don't. You had 2 full meals right there for sure. Giant Eclair will definitely.
Yes, have a great time zone, everyone. Let's do this.
You thought about honey mustard, but went with barbecue. Good choice with the barbecue.